Mexico is a country that has beautiful culture, traditions, food, and beautiful landscapes. Our neighbor country has an estimated population of 124 million recorded in 2018. But what most people don't know is that out of 180 countries, they are numbered 138 on the ranking of corruption, meaning that they only got 28 points out of 100 in the International Transparency Index, which measures aspects like open government, accountability, freedom of expression, transparency, integrity on public service, and equal access to justice. Mexico now joins Guinea, Iran, Lebanon, and Russia, who are some of the most corrupt countries in the world. On a continental level, the average is 44 points. Mexico is just above Venezuela. It is hard to believe that just 12 years ago, they were number 70 on this list. In the Global Impunity Index of 2017, the country was ranked 66 out of 69. In Mexico, 1 in 2 has paid a bribe.
The definition of corruption, it doesn't only focus in politics, but in all the levels of our everyday life. Corruption is the decomposition of the institution and the decomposition that goes with double moral. Are the lies, robbery, and the plans that never are finished.
Corruption in Mexico is a huge problem. It's increasing. But how can Mexico be more transparent if people like this are governing? Javier Duarte Ochoa, during his government in the state of Veracruz, there was an increase in violence, murder of journalists, repression against the elderly, withholding payment of the local university, and injection of distilled water instead of medicine to children with cancer. El Baster Gordillo Morales is a Mexican politician who has been the leader of the 1.4-strong National Education Workers Union, the largest labor union in Latin America. The leader was charged in February 2013 with embezzling of $200 million from the union.
Corruption is so strong that the government doesn't know where to start. There is not enough cooperation coming from the state government. We don't have a government that helps us practice honesty in politics. In the institutional part, our society now is used to lie and not to be honest.
Corruption is element of an unequal society that has poverty and no opportunities and has consequences like weakening of social stability and social resistance. The economic damage is very high. Mexico loses 1/5 of their gross domestic product. Education is for intellectual and moral learning. But in Mexico, 32 million people didn't finish basic education. 6 million of kids don't go to school. 24% of the schools do not have drinking water. 10% don't have bathrooms. 8% don't have electricity. 15% do not have chairs. 59% do not have computers, and 45% don't have access to the internet. This is real. But what happens if you try to peacefully protest against the corrupt government? October 1968, in Tlatelolco, Mexico, students, mothers, fathers, neighbors, and workers were peacefully protesting and were attacked by the Mexican army. There was a total of 325 deaths approximately. Every year since this tragedy, students will do the same thing to remember those who were killed by their own people. September of 2014, students from Ayotzinapa were on buses on their way to Mexico City to participate in the annual commemoration of the massacre of Tlatelolco. They were stopped and attacked by the police forces and narco-traffic members. 5 deaths, 20 injured, and 43 who disappeared. Those 43 students became a symbol for those thousands of innocents who have also disappeared. Until today, they haven't found them. You can support those who are fighting against corruption by posting a picture with the hashtag No a la corrupción. This can be on any social media. You will not only support Mexico, but all Latin America. Make a change and be against corruption.